we've talked about the basic right. You can exclude people from doing things, and that's the thing that people always think is like, I want to stop people from doing stuff. But especially for startups in the early stages, that is not where you're getting your value. The value is going to be sort of more in the soft benefits of patents. So let me go through some benefits that people a lot of times don't always think of. So we talked about the monopoly, as in being able to exclude others, stop other people from making, using, selling, offering to sell, importing the technology. But then you can license the technology. So you can selectively say, hey, I'm going to allow you to practice technology. And licensing, you can charge, say, a flat rate. You can charge royalties. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with licensing. Also, you can sell patents and patent applications. So from a 2012 study, the average, at least in public sales, the average value of patents in these sales was $373,000. So patents can be extremely valuable in sales. Also, just sort of book value for attracting investors. Some people will say, oh, it adds $1 million in value for every patent or patent application you have. It obviously depends on the type of technology you have, but patents can be extremely valuable when it comes to the valuation of companies. So let me give you a good example here of why patents are important to companies. So back in the day, Google was getting into the mobile space, and Google was notoriously anti-patent in a lot of ways. And so they only had 1,000 patents. And they were getting their ass kicked in the mobile space. They were getting sued, and so they realized, okay, if we're going to get into this, if we're going to make physical devices and make the Android operating system for these smartphones, we're going to have to do something to defend ourselves. And one thing I'll talk about especially later is the best way to defend against patent suits is by having patents of your own. So what Google did is they bought Motorola Mobility. And what a lot of analysts will tell you is that they mostly bought it for the IP portfolio, as in the patents. So they paid $2.5 billion for 17,000 patents, and it brought them up from 1,000 patents they had to 18,000. And that allowed them to then sort of defend themselves in the mobile space and actually be more of a viable company. So you can see, paying $2.5 billion mostly for patent assets shows the value of what those patent assets really are.